All right, what the interesting. Apparently YouTube changed their whole thing. YouTube switched it up. YouTube has I guess YouTube updated. Damn it. All right, what's up everybody? I figured I'd come live for a couple minutes. Um yeah, YouTube switched up their stuff. They did some kind of update and there's a bunch of new shit on there. I was going to try to use it, but it looked like that's not what I wanted to do right now. Man, I got some vape mail today and it's awesome, but I don't think I'm not allowed to show some of it. I don't know if I'm allowed to show any of it. It's pretty awesome though. I'm pretty excited for it. I got sent something to beta test, and I know I'm not allowed to show that, but they also sent something else, and I asked them if I was allowed to show it, but they haven't answered me yet. So I went over to their Instagram to see if it was already shown, and it hasn't been shown yet. So I can't show anything right now. The one thing's really cool, though. I can't wait until I'm allowed to show it because it's pretty fucking cool. But such is life. Such is life. I got my coffee. I got my vape. I'm only going to be on for a couple minutes. I don't even think I'm going to do an hour. I was on Golf T's channel last night. We had fun. We got to talk about some like advocacy and stuff, and then like some just bullshitting around. But yeah, apparently, I know we were talking about it on the channel. You know, the chairman of the FDA or whatever he's called, head of the FDA, the Surgeon General, I guess. Was he the Surgeon General? I don't know. Scott Gottlieb, you know, he left. He resigned. Apparently, the new guy isn't a fan of vaping either. Apparently, there's a quote from him saying that what keeps him up at night is vaping. And that's not because he's watching nd83 videos all night, I don't think. Maybe he is. 1 second, everybody wants to talk to me right now. All right. Everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody. I was sitting up here in my room for about an hour, just all alone, watching YouTube. Nobody wanted to talk to me then, but now everybody wants to talk to me. Isn't that funny? So, yeah. But what's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good day. I just got home from work about an hour ago. Actually, like exactly an hour ago. What's up, Adam, Bobby, Jason, Kim, Lime Dog, Manuel, Rodrigo, Steve, Tom, and V Dog. That's who's on my participants list, even though there's way more people here. What's up, everybody that's watching that's not in chat? I did that interlock stitched alien. I still have an interlock stitched alien decor here. I gotta stitch it, but I have that here, and I actually just have like 3 cores of 26 just sitting here as well. I'm gonna just do that right now. It's just like getting married. No girls want to talk to you until after you're married. Yep, it's that wedding ring. What's up, Chad? So yeah, I got a pretty cool DHL package. but I can't show it yet. I think the one thing I can, but they haven't answered me yet, and I don't want to go and show it if they don't tell me to show it. They still haven't texted me back. Yeah, Cody, you could. My price list. If anybody needs a price list, my price list is on my Instagram. I know I told you I would text it to you, but it's all right here. If you go to my thing, right here, you hit that button where it says for sale, and it's got the price list right there. Boom. So the price list is always up there. Just if anybody needs to know, if you're ever on Instagram and you go to people's pages here, just their regular page. Some people have stories here. I have stories. And if you just slide over, it has a picture of a bunch of coils and it says for sale. You hit that button and there's the price list. But also, Cody, yeah, I got to go through my list of who's next on the list to get mail. Well, just DM me, Jason. I could put my PayPal in here, but I could just send you a link. But yeah, let me do this thing here. After this, I'm probably gonna watch The King and the Sting. It's a podcast I watch. It's two comedians that I enjoy. You don't have IG. I'm over 40, but you have YouTube. They're like the same thing. I don't have IG. I'm over 40. Sick burn. Sick burn. Instagram's awesome. Yeah, Instagram's awesome. I mean, I guess if you're under the impression that people over 40 don't like pictures, I think Instagram is probably Facebook's kind of for older people, I guess, but there could be a lot of drama on Facebook. I think Instagram it's probably the most mature out of all of them. Like, there's not a lot of drama. It's basically all pictures. So there's like some new it's basically all pictures. So like there's no like commenting too much on there. What camera do I use when building? I don't use a camera when I'm building. I use a drill. I use a DeWalt drill. I don't use a camera when I'm building. Do you mean taking pictures of my coils? I got a couple cameras. Yeah. I usually use my cell phone. I don't get into the stacking and stuff. I don't have time for it. I go into these chats, especially like the Resistance Crew chat, and I just see how much time is used to stack photos. And I'm kind of like, I don't have time for that. If I do that, these videos would probably stop. Just about every YouTube video would probably stop. I honestly think a lot of builders don't do YouTube videos because they just don't have the time after all that shit. There's no way you could have the time. If you have a job, you build coils and then get into photography, you have a job and two hobbies that take up a lot of time. My pictures take about 5 minutes to do like 20 of them. 5 minutes, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, you could use Helicon Remote. It still takes a lot of time. 5 minutes. Done. Done. I know a lot of people that use Helicon Remote, and guess what? They ain't doing YouTube videos. And it does take them a lot of time once they get into it. They're still taking 100 pictures. They're doing all this other shit. Camera for my build session. I don't know if I'm comprehending what you're saying, Tom. Like my YouTube camera? I just have a webcam. I have a Logitech webcam. It's like, I can't really show you it because I'm using it, but it's a webcam that I use for this. For some of the pre-recordeds, I have a Canon SL2. So, you know, a real camera. A real camera. But I only have a stock lens. It's all I use. Other than that, I use a cell phone, webcam. That's all. It's a lot of money to get into that stuff. Plus, it's just a lot of time. It's a lot of time, lots of money. I have to learn how to I'll give you the breakdown, Tom. When I'm on live, anything I do live, whether I'm building right now, webcam, Logitech webcam is like one of the best webcams you can get. Everybody uses a Logitech. It's a 1080p. It's a Logitech. I don't know the name of it, but it's Logitech 1080p HD webcam. It's like $100, $120, something like that. C920. Yes, it's the C920. Exactly, Rodrigo. That's what I use whenever I'm live. When I do pre-recorded videos, sometimes I'll use that camera. Almost never I use that camera. My pre-recorded videos are either, I have a very good camera phone. It's a ZTE, which you can't even get in America anymore. You get a ZTE, and I use the DSLR, the Canon. So I use them too. So that's basically it. Coil pictures, I use the DSLR for, like, if I want to take a picture of my whole mod or the whole RDA, I want to take the whole picture. Yeah, Logitech's great. Everybody uses a Logitech. If you want to do live videos, Logitech. That's the way to go. When you get into using a real camera for live videos, it gets expensive. I'm actually looking into that. It's actually expensive for me to use that. I have to buy like a $260 piece to use that camera while I'm live. But I'm looking into it. I think I'm going to do it because I'm just live too much. I'm just live so much that it's probably worth it. And then I could have two cameras. I could have two live cameras, stuff like that. But yeah, you get the camera, and I just need a cord. Just a cord. $260. $260. It's a cord and a piece to make this. Be used like a webcam. Another $260 for this $750 camera. So after it's all said and done, about $1,000 to use this. That was under $100. But the quality is just going to be better. Just going to be better quality. And then I'll be able to do so much other stuff. I'll be able to shoot videos on my computer right away. Boom. All right, Angry Alien. Nice to see you. But, I mean, I guess that's why, like, I always kind of think maybe I should just start a Patreon for stuff like that. But I also think, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do, like, a big coil sale one day. Like, just a big one. Like, just make a bunch of coils and sell them at a real cheap price so I could just make, like, $300 and get it, get it all taken care of. And then I'll be ready to go. Because that would put me up with, like, really good quality. I would have to get, I don't know. It would definitely help a lot. I would also want, like, lighting too. Lighting's a big one. If I had different lighting, I think the quality would look way better. Because this camera ain't bad at all. Yeah, the video quality it's good. It gets us by. It's good. But when you're doing so many hours a week, you might as well, I mean, doesn't look like I'm going anywhere. It looks like this is what I'm going to be doing, so might as well just upgrade. Last thing I want to do is, like, wait until this camera dies or something, and then I'm fucked. And who knows? I'll figure it out. I guess the more I think about it, the more I talk about it out loud. It makes sense to just do it. Just do it. There's a bunch of things I think of, like, I think I honestly have to move this table. I think I need to move it because really lights should be, like, directly in front of me, but, like, my wall's this far away from me. So if I got a good light to put right in front of me, that light would be, like, this close to me. That's no good. So I think I have to get a table that sits off the wall. I probably have to turn everything around because my room's long, but it's not long this way. I mean, the wall's right fucking there. So I would have to do something like that. Oh, Jesus. But, like, I've been thinking about it because, I think I could go with this YouTube thing, and it's just I don't make no money off it, but I don't really care about making no money off of it. If it got that important where I needed to make money off it, I'd probably just do the Patreon thing. But I don't really need to do that. But when you think about it, it's just cool. Like, I didn't grow up with this shit. Like, we didn't have internet and shit when I grew up. Just about everybody in the chat's in the same boat. Like, we didn't have fucking internet. And, like, it's just cool, like, when you just sit down and think about it, like, I have a fucking show that people could watch on TV. Like, that's just fucking, it's a weird thing, but it's pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. I'm not on live chat right now. Sorry. It's a cool thing to think about. Like, we didn't have this, and all of a sudden, like, now anybody could start a show is basically what I'm saying. So, and just to think, like, in 5 years, this channel could be huge. Who knows? I mean, look at Rick Trippers. He's got 1 million fucking followers, 1 million fucking subs. If you really wanted to do something and you focused your time on it and you really wanted it and you worked hard at it, I shouldn't say you. If I shouldn't speak in second person. I should speak You know, if I really wanted to do it, if I really focused my energy and time and I really worked hard, it's an absolute possibility. Absolutely. That's fucking Rip Trippers. He's a fucking idiot sometimes. Could do that. I get people fucking now. I'm like looking at my whatchamacallit. I went over to my Gmail the other day and I'm getting people that are um offering to sponsor the channel that aren't have nothing to do with vaping. Have nothing to do with vaping. It would be like maybe one day you'll be sitting here and you'll be seeing me saying like, you know, check out Squarespace or some shit. They're sponsoring the channel. Some shit like that. Amazon. Who knows? You never know. You never fucking know. It's something I think about because there's like Grim Green's really good at what he does, and his channel is vaping, but I don't think he needs that. I think if he stopped vaping tomorrow, stopped doing everything with vaping, I think he'd still have a successful channel. Would he lose some numbers? Yes, but he would gain them in other places. It would become like all, you know, he's got his music, his beer drinking, his tattoos, his Star Wars stuff, and then just a good personality. Do whatever. Yeah, if you work hard at anything, you could achieve whatever you want in that thing. It just depends how much you want it. It is like just it is just kind of what you make of it. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe he's Maybelline. Exactly. Beard oil. I think if anybody said, you know, if that was what you wanted to do, I mean, obviously you would have to spend more time. I would have to spend more time. But let's just say I set a goal like 100,000 subscribers or something. Now that it's rough, but it's absolutely possible. You would have to try. Just when you think you're safe to go live on IG before you shoot. Yeah. I'm not going to be live for long, though. Were you going to go on live soon? Um, if you, or if I set a goal and I really tried, that's what, and that goes with anybody. You could do whatever. You could do whatever. Now, timing's a different thing. Like it would be hard to say like, I want to get 100,000 by the end of the year. That would be rough. That almost entails like you might have to quit your job. That's a rough one. To keep a job and do this it's a different thing. And you almost have to ask yourself, well then how much do you really want it? If you're not willing to quit your job, how much do you really want it? But that's life. But there's stuff I still have to figure out, like scheduling. There's everything. Making videos is another thing. Like, it's a challenge, and nobody likes doing stuff that makes them uncomfortable, or nobody likes change. But you got to fight that sometimes, and you got to Yeah, Grim doesn't have kids. Yeah, and that's his whole job. I mean, dude, if I could quit my job and just do YouTube all day, I'd have a video a day for sure. For sure, I would do that 8 hours a day. I'd have a video a day, and I'd be able to fucking open up like fucking a coil website. Like if I took that 8 hours a day, did that, I would still have the time for the lives. But it's also, do you want to do that? I don't know so much. I don't know so much. It's good this being a hobby, and I used to say this in my old videos. If it starts feeling like a job, I'm going to start hating it, right? Maybe. I don't really hate my job, so maybe. I don't know. A wise man told me a long time ago, if you love what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And that's a saying, that's one of the only sayings that I've always remembered throughout my life. And it's the truth. It's the truth. If you love what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. So, but what I've been seriously thinking about is starting another channel. Um, the only problem I have with that is this channel it's already half of what I would want to do. If I would start another channel on the basis of I really don't like how my tutorials are buried in my channel. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It's a big pet peeve of mine. I really can't stand it. I can't stand that I have 350 videos and 20 of them are the pre-recorded so that you get the most information and they're all the way in the front. And even if I started making tutorials now, they would just be in the middle. It's almost better that all of them are in the front instead of spread out. Like it's a good thing I didn't just do a bunch here and there and they're just in the middle and shit. It's just they're not too hard to find, but for people that have never been to this channel, they don't know. They don't know. Um it's just yeah, I do meter. I have playlists, but still, if people never been to the channel, maybe I should make a video, a channel intro. But I wonder how many people actually watch them. So I've been thinking, like, what if I just had a channel with all the tutorials, and then this channel would be like what I do, just lives, all lives, like lives. Even if I do like any kind of MMA video, if eventually I do a Game of Thrones video, they would be on the live channel. Tutorials, strictly tutorials on the other channel. My drug of choice was basically opiates, but it was, I mean, everything but basically opiates. If I only had one drug to do, it was opiates. And I never mind people asking me about drugs, addiction and stuff. You can't eat no neck bone, Freddy. It's true. You can't look good when you're eating a neck bone, I don't think, is what she means. Yeah, opiates, heroin, usually I've done more perks than heroin in my life, that's for sure. So, and I see a lot of big YouTubers have two channels. It's just why can't you vape at the moment, Timmy? If why can't you? if yeah, the vape won't affect the parts, so don't worry about that. They don't get offended neither. I'll blow vape right at them computer parts. But yeah, Bristol Vapor. That's a video for 600 on parts. Wow. Um, I'll have to make that video because that's one video that the next addiction video will come out soon. Maybe I'll possibly. That's another thing is just motivation, getting motivated to do these videos and record them. It's so easy to just hit the live button. It's just so easy to do it. Like I've been actually even um, fiddling with the idea of just doing the one video live, the what's it called? The death trap video, just doing it live because yeah, I actually never used a needle. I was against it for a while. I think at the end I wouldn't have gave a shit though. I'm not afraid of needles or nothing. I don't really. I just never did. Um, but I actually always liked snorting stuff. It was a weird thing with me. Like I actually liked inhaling stuff. Like I liked the drip in the back of my throat. I just liked that. Um, there was some times where that was like the main thing I liked was that. I know a lot of people like the rush that they felt of the the actual liquid going through their veins and stuff. I like the snorting aspect and the stomach ache that I got. It was a weird thing. I think it's because you know what's coming after that. I think that's why. But yeah, I more like to snort stuff. But yeah, that's the one video I wanted to make. The next addiction video. I already have a subject. I got to take notes on it so I don't forget anything though, because it's hard to just think about it and sit there. Because, dude, that first one, I forgot so much. I forgot so much. Um, like that first video, there was so many like main things that I forgot that I was like, damn, how the fuck did I forget that? But there was just so much to hit. Like I literally talked about none of my friends that passed away. And I mean, everybody that's in addiction has that, and they have somebody that has passed away. That um, I'm just gonna do my own thing, Chevy. I've done them videos with them. I did the first one with them, and then I did another one. I'm more of my own video. I feel like I could carry a video by myself. I like doing like last night was fun. I'm going to try to stay away from too many group videos. Actually, not just group videos, just too much of me live, even like me doing this, just coming live out of nowhere. Anybody will get bored of anybody. I mean, too much of something is just gets boring. Just gets boring. Scott shit himself, man. But yeah, it's I have special guests on what? Not on my addiction things. No, that's not something I'm going to be doing. I have an idea of where my addiction videos are going to be going to. Maybe once in a while, but that's drop the shame. They could do that. There's already somebody doing that. Yeah, we're gonna be doing an I'm No Joe podcast tonight. So what I'm gonna do tonight is build a bunch of coils. Yeah, group videos are fun. They could get I don't know. Sometimes there's just too many people talking at the same time. It's hard with Zoom. It's hard. Like you don't want to be rude sometimes and like talk over people. So like you'll notice when people are live, this happens a lot. Like I'm No Joe's completely different because that's what's good. I think all shows should do that. So that's what's good. Like I'm No Joe. If you've never seen it, it's an MMA podcast that has a YouTube channel, the Meter Vapes. It's Meter Vapes' channel about MMA. But how it goes is Meter Vapes says, we're going to talk about this way. He starts talking about it. So what do you guys think about that? And there's an order we go in. Like, TJ will go, then I'll go, and then somebody else will go. That subject's over. Meter brings on the next subject. It's not too many times where two people are trying to talk at the same time. A little bit, but it doesn't. It almost never goes that way. Now shows like that have, it's also easier for us to do that because we have a line of subjects that we talk about. We're prepared basically. When you do a show like last night's, you're not really prepared for too much, and that's fine. You don't always have to be prepared. But it's good to be prepared if you have a lot of shows. It's something I'm learning. It's like I don't have shit to talk about all the time. Like if I'm only talking about this shit because people are bringing stuff up in the chat, and I'm basically just having a conversation with you because somebody asked about addiction, somebody asked about what webcam I use, and it has led to me just talking on. Okay, but what if people in chat are just come to see a show and nobody's saying anything? So that's it's just something you have to learn if you it's also a branding thing why I don't want to be on too many shows is because honestly what it is I'd rather be the special guest. I don't want to be the everyday guy, I want to be on there every once in a while. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the guy that's on there every week just because I feel that's just what I want to do. I want to have my own channel. And if you want to see me, you got to come over there. I'll be over once in a while. You'll see me pop up just to remind you I'm here. But, I'd rather be the special guest than on a panel every week, And that's the basic idea I have behind that. Plus, I just wear myself out too many lives. And then all of a sudden, I don't want to do them. So it's just, I do too many lives here. So it's just something I had to sit there and think about. Like, is this really what I want to be doing? All these lives. So, like even this week, the last couple weeks, I almost feel like I'm coming live just to push off other videos. It's almost like me coming live is being lazy. Really, it is. I could be recording a video right now. That's the honest truth. I could be doing a recording, doing the same thing. There's a little more preparation with recordings. I gotta set up the camera this way. I gotta make sure that, I got everything in front of me that I need. The death trap's cleaned out. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Anybody that does videos every day, like DJ LSB Vapes, wow. He has a video every day. Every day. High quality video, extremely informative, knows exactly what the fuck he's talking about every fucking day, has a video up. Crazy. That's impressive. It's impressive, really. It's not an easy job by no means. Yeah, and I mean, that's why sometimes, like today, I'm like, I understand some people are just sitting around and like, there's TV to watch, but is there really? There's good TV out there. There's really good TV. Thomas O'Malley, good question. Man, favorite fighters. Yeah, it's still the sun's still out in Philly too. What is it? 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Sun's still out. Look at that. Look at that. See, I don't watch TV per se, but I watch Netflix. I go on HBO. I've been into Game of Thrones a lot. Favorite fighter. Man, there's so many. Here's the thing is I'm just a fan of fighters. I'm a fan of fighters. But if I had to pick my favorites, it would be extremely biased, but I won't even say him first because that's extremely biased. There's two that are kind of extremely biased. So Robbie Lawler comes to mind. Robbie Lawler is one of the first that comes up. I always like Nick Diaz. Nate's all right. I like Nick in Strikeforce. He was one of my favorites. I really like so the biased ones are Eddie Alvarez. I went to school with Eddie Alvarez, and just watching somebody that grew up in the same place as you and push themselves to get to that point is just extremely inspirational. It's just like just being at the same place and then watching somebody do that for a living is awesome. You train with Royce, really, and that's awesome. So Eddie Alvarez, and then, dude, I loved Paul Felder, and then when I found out he was from Philly, it was over. I was like, oh yeah, that's my favorite fighter now. Aside from the other three guys, but that's my favorite fighter. So I like Paul Felder a lot. I like how he fights. I like there's a bunch of I like all fighters though. Anybody that can go in there and do that, I'm a fan of. Are there some of them that I don't agree with how they act all the time? Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, they get in there and they do that. And I'm just a fan of all of them. Like there's some fights that happen. I don't give a fuck who wins. I just want to see what happens. Like this week, Darren Till versus Masvidal. I don't give a fuck who wins. I think I like Masvidal better. Like I think I would root for him more. But really, I don't care who wins. I just want to see what happens. I don't really care. So yeah, it should be crazy as long as that we don't get into that. Nah, Till's usually exciting. It was just that, man, there's just some fighters that when you get into a fight with them, it could just be really boring. Like, it just seems like Stephen Thompson, Wonder Boy, just gets into them fights where, like, people are afraid to get hit by him, and he's like a counter punch and kicker, and it just gets boring to watch. Like, I appreciate a good striking, like a strategic striking fight. But sometimes it's like, man, I just want these guys to go to war. I think him and Pettis are gonna. That's gonna be fun because Pettis ain't gonna play that shit. He likes to have fun. Yeah, yeah, he's a very defensive fighter. Yeah, and people are very defensive against him. So it's like, damn. But I don't think Pettis is going to play that game. He's going to make it fun. I don't think he's going to win, but he's going to make it fun, I think. Yeah, I don't like Winter either. Yeah, I hope I'm excited to see Lawler's next fight. You know what? I don't really care to see Lawler and whatchamacallit again. I think it should happen. I don't care to see him and I don't really care to see it. Um just like I wouldn't care to see I don't want to see Woodley fight Usman again. I don't not yet. I think he should wait a little bit. I think that right back in there right away, I think is a horrible idea. There's lots of fights I don't really care to see that always happen. I wouldn't really care to see Conor McGregor and Khabib again either. I wouldn't really care to see. I don't know. There's a lot of them that I don't care to see. I don't really care to see Brock Lesnar versus fucking uh, Cormier either. There's just a bunch. But I do enjoy all fights. Some of them I wish happened. I wish they were a little more exciting. Yeah. Black Cowboy Face, what's up? Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Brock's coming back either. I think Cormier should just take another fight and get the fuck out. He actually I think Cormier should keep fighting, but if he's going to talk about retirement, I think. Well, I'm going to save the MMA talk for later. Yeah, I that's one I would like to see again. Stipe and DC and Diaz brothers, of course. Nick ain't fighting again, but I wish he would, but he ain't gonna fight anymore. All right, Jason. Yeah, let me I gotta make a bunch of coils for this weekend. I can't really hold that off. I got like what 3 nights? Thursday, Friday, Saturday night to make coils. So I'm gonna have to do that tonight. Black Cowboy Face, are you going to NVE? I heard you say something about it earlier. Hell no. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm broke as fuck too, but I'm going. I don't know how far it is for you though. It's only a 5-hour drive from here. So I think it's a 5-hour drive. I'm actually not positive of that. Damn it. I'm trying to stitch this interlock alien. So last night I did a interlock stitch alien hybrid. And I have leftovers of the decor. And if I don't do something with it, it'll just sit here and collect dust or probably get thrown out. So best to just, yeah, this ain't working out right now. Best to just do something now and get this decor out of the way. Hopefully I can get a coil out of it. I think I can. It's almost stitched. There it is. And I have also a 3-core 26 gauge here, which will be perfect for this, I think. Perfect for this 25 gauge D-core with a stitch in it. But yeah, I also have to get ready for No Joe tonight. We're recording at 8:30 Central Time, which I think is like 4:30 Saturday Eastern Time. You've never been to an event? Yeah, I think it's 5 hours from Philly. I believe. Not positive, I think so. I think I checked it and that's what it said. All right. I'm ready for dinner too, I think. I think I'm ready for dinner. I think I'm always ready for dinner though. I'm an eating ass motherfucker. Keep saying unresponsive. I think live's gonna fuck up on me. It's YouTube's fault. My life? It's telling me that my live event is unresponsive. I just did it again. see nobody chatting. Yeah, my chat's not working, so I can't see you guys talking. I'm on my phone right now. So I can't see you guys talking. So, all right, I could just continue. I see that I'm on there. So, all right. My chat's not moving. It says live control room is not working. Weird. Okay, well, here we go. I see that you could hear and you could see, so. Most aliens become much easier when you stitch them. Most of them. There you go. My chat's moving again. All right, all done. All right, there's a stitched interlock. 2 pieces of 40 gauge, 42 gauge stitch, around 3 cores. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And my chat stopped moving. Yeah, if you could see, well, damn. If you could see, I'm just going to get out of here. YouTube is going through their updates. Pieces of shit, really. If I'm being honest, YouTube's pieces of shit. Looks like I'm back, but all right. Everybody have a good night. And that's it. I'm gonna get the hell out of here because YouTube sucks, and I'm done anyway. I was gonna be done whether YouTube sucks or not. I got this done. We got to talk a little bit, and I'm out of here. Got to get ready for tonight. Make some coils. Record some video with the meter. I'm done. I'm done, and I'm gone. Thanks for hanging out. I'm out.